Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd and 2. Goff. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
20. Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
3 down. Check 43.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Hard throw, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ready. Check. Mike 50. In your face.
Martinez on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get Out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Martinez. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 3rd down, McFarland. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Alpha.
Goff now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got a 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is gone. Buying time, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On second down, McFarland. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Goff. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now it's Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And some room to roam now. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 27, gone. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Martinez. Open man is Samuel, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14 This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Martinez. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
A gain of 14. And a Panther first down.
64, weak.
On first down, McFarland. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, Shell. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy more
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the run.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And some room to Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. The 30. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house. Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well. This will be taken short. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense? All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they? How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly. In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity. Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right? I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason. It's deep in there, right? Here's Martinez throwing on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs. That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw. Martinez. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target. Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw. Now Martinez throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Ready! 52, Mark 52. Me and you on deck.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. And an update now from up in Seattle. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw is Martinez. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Martinez now from the gun on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw. Martinez. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Martinez operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. Fighting through. Still on his feet. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30, 10, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
He's going to look deep down the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come on, Shell. Go.
Out of the gun. Gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff, escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rush in. 11.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
two-syllable
syllables.
word.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Panthers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 40-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Another carry now for Gurley. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're running with Gurley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss drops them back.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in ATM in a sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Yeah. One up and all we got, we gon' let you have